Hi, Mike from Mike's Carburetor Parts here. I had a customer ask a question about a WA-1, how the metering rod goes together on the top here, and I thought I'd do a quick video to show you how this works. This is what it looks like put together. Yours will be very similar to this, if not the same. And I'll get this up here so you can see real good. This is what it looks like all put together. Okay. I'll take some of it apart. Now, initially with the throttle closed, your metering rod is down. When you open it, see it raises the metering rod. Now it should go down, but this one's dirty, so I have to force it down. But the metering rod is down into the main jet, and when you open up the throttle, it pulls that metering rod out of the jet, thus allowing more fuel into it. That's the theory behind that. And so here's how it goes together. I'll just take it apart partially so you can get a better view of where things go. You got your little auxiliary pump arm here. Let's see. I'll take this clip off here. This is your throttle linkage. Probably the only complicated part of this WA-1 is this metering rod business here. So there you are. Got those parts off, and hopefully you can see the spring. There's a spring here. See how it clips onto the metering rod. Excuse me. Which I took off, so it slips in through this hole. Okay. You set it like that. See how it goes in there? And then this clips over the metering rod, just like that. Okay. Don't think you can buy these springs anymore. Now we'll have to take the top off, probably to go any farther. You got this is your little return spring right in here. Let's see here. What can we do here? Take it loose. Now when you're putting this back together, remember that metering rod sits down inside the main jet. So when you put this top back on, you got one little screw in there, by the way. You got to get out. When you put the top back on, that metering jet's on there. Be sure you fish it down there gently into the main jet. Otherwise, you'll bend it. Okay, that's kind of a special screw, so don't lose it. Okay. Not sure how far I'm going to go on this. Okay, so there you get a better look at it. Should have took that off to start with, I think. Okay, so let's see if we can get it out. There we go. Okay, so there you go. So there's your main metering rod down there. And you see this, main metering jet, and this is your metering rod. Okay, so let's see. And this is your power piston. Got your little spring on there. And the piston, you got to take that off to get all this apart. Okay. Let's see, it's been a while since I've had one of these apart, so kind of feeling my way along here. Okay. This one's dirty and nothing's moving like it should, but you notice that little washer. Here's the metering rod comes out now. That little washer on the metering rod, you want to have that on there. If it's missing, probably wouldn't ruin your carburetor, but you try to find a washer. So yeah, I kind of wanted to get down to this spring. Here's a spring. You see how it's poked in here. It's really hard to get out, and which is great. You probably won't lose it that way without bending the other end, because see, it's bent around right here. So, but that's the way it's supposed to look. This is the way it should initially go in here. Let's see, this is on a pivot. You just got to turn these a certain way. I believe this has to come apart, but it's too dirty. I want to take this will come out, and you can see how you have your little pivot pin right here. That's going to push your accelerator or your power piston up and down and move your metering rod. So anyhow, like I say, the whole idea is to pull that metering rod out and let more fuel flow through. So anyway, I hope that helps at least the person that was asking the question. And like I say, it's the most complicated part of the WA-1. You get that right, you probably get it all right. So thank you for watching.